Okay, we are live. Let me know if you can see us and hear me okay. Michael, there we go. Beth, Wendy, Dave. Hey, there's Dave. Oh my goodness. We are going to have a full house here shortly. Some people are not going to get on this call, unfortunately.
Hi, Dave.
Boy, I think we're going to be full here in about 2 minutes. Peter, Kevin, Troy. Oh man, yeah, we got a full house here. We've got room for 13 more people. Oh, there's Mark from Lower Hannibal.
Yeah, thanks for the Dave.
Yeah, 11 more people and we're full. Matt, Joyce, James, Will.
Hey, guys.
Well, we got room for 10 more people. Booster juice. Do you guys have a booster juice?
No, what is it?
It's just one of those fruity cold drinks. It's good.
Looks good.
9 more people and we filled it. Okay, well, let's get started. We are going to go through a couple things on the call. Well, actually, there's a few things. We're going to create a listing on Etsy. And we are going to take a look at the back end of Locker Stock so that you can see where you would actually create your products. Everything is going to be free. And we're going to, like I said, create a quick listing, and then I will get you the link to, and let me share my screen here. I'm going to get you the link to the free design and mock-up pack that we put together. Anyway, let's get started. We'll try and go through this as quick as possible. If you have questions, we'll try and get to them as quickly as we can. We may have to save some of them to the end, but we will try and keep an eye on the questions. So anyway, let's get rolling. You can see my screen, everyone.
It's a little fuzzy, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why. I think one thing that I could do, this might help people. What if I increase? Does that make it more visible?
Yeah, it's there. It's getting there.
Okay, good. Okay, so why do we use Etsy? Because they have their own built-in traffic source. If we use Shopify, which is totally fine, you have to be an expert at driving not only traffic, but the right traffic. So our focus is Etsy, and now is the time to get started because the Christmas buying season will kick off on September the 1st, and now is the time to be ready. So I'm going to show you why I like to use Shopify or Etsy. Let's take a look at yesterday because it was a complete day. This is one of the 4 stores. This is an example or a demo store that we use. We have one for digital products, and we have one for physical products. And I'm going to show you what the stores look like and why we love them. This one here is July the 29th, which was yesterday. We have 8 orders, and in those 8 orders, we have 2 that are double. So basically we sold 10 products. So $26.60 for revenue. And let me just go to the marketing. And of course, we're running ads, and let's set this for yesterday. And let's just take a look and see. We spent $3.62 to make $26.60. So let's think about this. This is a very simple store. We don't have to do anything with it. It just does its thing. And this is one of the weaker days. We normally do, I would say we probably do about 14 or 15 items in a day. But let's think about this, $26.60 on $362 spent. Let's just say that, let's say it was $20 and that goes 30 days. It's very consistent. Over 30 days is going to be $600. That's $7,200 a year. It's very easy to flash up 3 or 4 of these simple little stores. And of course, nobody is thrilled with $20 a day in their pocket. But if somebody knocks on your door once a year with an envelope that has $7,200 in it, you're just about ready to give that person a kiss. So Etsy is fantastic. We spend very little. The return is excellent. They have their own traffic. And of course, you can see that 4 orders came from ads. And we had a total of 8 orders. So 4 orders came from organic, just from being listed on Etsy. They just have their own traffic. They find, they buy. We love Etsy. It's a great platform. And the people that have been involved with us in Etsy, we have a 100% success rate. Everybody has the ability to sell on Etsy. It doesn't take any great skill. And I'm actually going to show you quickly how to create a basic listing, how to get it up and running real quick. When it comes to the store, let's just take a look. Let me just go back here. Let me see. Let me just try something here. Okay, you don't need to have a lot. You can have a logo, a profile image, and really that's all you need, because most people are going to the single listings. They're not going to your home page. So I'm going to show you how to create a listing, because literally, you know, when we flashed up this demo store, this is the physical product demo store. We don't mind showing everyone. It's not one of our main larger stores. It's just one that we that we can show people. Now, most people, like I said, are just going to go to a single listing, so you don't have to worry about having a big fancy denote store. Literally, when we started this store, we were getting sales on the very first day. And we literally had 1 mug in the store and we were selling. And this store, we only pushed this thing for, I think it was about, I'm going to say maybe it was 3 weeks. And we had 222 sales. Here's the one nice thing about Etsy. We were selling a cutting board. And in the cutting boards, we had a cutting board that we tested at $18 with free shipping. We were literally losing money on that cutting board. Sales were terrible. So the only solution is not to change the design or do anything fancy. All we did was raise the price to $70, $69.95, and we sold them like crazy. Exact same design. All we did was raise the price. When it comes to Etsy, price isn't a big issue. There's always a benefit in providing better value to the customer, but price is not one of the biggest issues on Etsy. So let's create a very basic listing. And I am going to go in here to listings. And we're going to go start to finish. And then Chris and Randy will show us the back end of Locker Stock. Because what you'll want to do is you want to automate things. For example, let me show you, let me see, political mugs. Nope, professions. There we go. This is one design that we scaled up to professions and sports and pet lovers, you know. And let's be straight here. The call isn't political, so I don't care if you sell Trump stuff or if you're riding with Biden. I don't have a problem either way. We focus on the Trump stuff because it sells. But if you want to be riding with Biden, knock your socks off. We're just showing you what we do to make money. Okay, so this design, probably everybody has seen this design somewhere, sometime. And all we did was changed out the profession. So literally, we just came up with one design, and basically those 222 sales that you saw were basically all from this mug or a variation of this mug. And you'll see that, you know, we did our own photos, we did our own mock-ups, and you're going to get a whole set of mock-ups and some designs so that you can get started, or maybe you're already selling on Etsy or Shopify. One thing we've noticed is a dramatic difference in the conversion rate, in the number of sales, just by using the photorealistic mock-ups. It makes a difference, especially on Etsy. People love the colors, they love the feel, they love the atmosphere. It's sort of warm and cozy instead of just being a white mug. We just tried to add a little bit of life to the photos, and the conversions are much, much higher. You'll see this mug is at $14.95. And we actually, let me just go back here. And let me show you this one, political mugs. You'll see that all of these mugs that we've loaded up, I'll just go to this one. You'll see that they're all $18.95 and $24.95. Will people spend $18.95 and $4.95 for shipping? Will they spend $23 or $24 on an 11-ounce mug? Will they spend $30 on a mug? Yeah, on Etsy they will. I would never spend that kind of money on a mug. Who buys the mugs? Well, it's political, so mostly Americans. Surprisingly, the UK counts for about 20% of the total Trump mug buyers. The UK is a very strong market. Second to the UK in international sales is Ireland. Big sellers or big buyers. And way down the list in number 3 for international buyers is Canada. We sell some to Canada, not near as many as the UK and Ireland. Anyway, they buy political mugs, surprisingly. So anyway, once again, we do, hey, is Kevin on the call? Kevin, do you recognize that leather portfolio? Yes. Anyway, we take our photos, they convert really, really well. Like I said, we're going to give you the pack, but this is what they look like. We like the realistic look. They convert so much better. We've tested it, and it just works so much better for us. I think that on this store, no, I think on the other store, out of the 2 demo stores, I think we're pushing right around 750 sales. I think we've got one rating that isn't 5-star. I think it was a 4-star. And I don't know. I had Matthew try and hunt them down and ask them, why on earth would you give us a 4-star? They must have had their reasons. But the fact is, people like the quality that of the product, and they love the service, and they like the appearance of the mug. This just it just sells so much better. Anyway, let's create a listing, and we'll show you exactly what it's going to look like. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do a search for Trump camping mug. And of course, yeah, you can see a lot of our people are doing the Trump camping mugs. You can see, oh, look at, they even have videos in there. What do the videos look like? Well, I don't know. Let's click on this one. Oh, that's an ad. I'm not going to click on that one. It'll cost some money. This one isn't an ad. This one isn't an ad. Let's just try this one. And here is the video. And I see that they did not use the same aspect ratio, but that's all A-okay. It looks just fine. It just keeps repeating itself. Anyway, let's create a listing. We don't have to overthink things because we're going to be running ads to it. So really all we have to do is make it look great so it converts well. And we have to let Etsy know exactly what we're selling. So we can go in and we can take a look. Man, people like these things. We got a lot of our designs on these pages. They sell really well. Anyway, we're going to take a look at, let's just take a look at this. This isn't even our design. Fact is, it's on the first page. So this is going to give me really everything that I need to create my listing. So let's get started. I'm going to go up here and click on add a listing. I'm going to add photos. And this is where you're going to put in your mock-ups. So let me just see if I can find these. Oh, let me just find them. I know where I've got some of these to throw in. Right here. So I'm just going to select, you can put in 10 of them. Oh, do I have one image that's bigger? That's all right. Oh, I guess I didn't downsize those. All of the ones that you guys are getting should be at the right size, so they'll all work, but we'll just let these load up. And then you want to pick your primary image. And as soon as these load up, we will pick a primary image. We don't need to adjust the thumbnail because all of our images are in the right aspect ratio, which is 5 wide by 4 high. So it's a 5:4 ratio. And all I'm going to do is pick the one that has, I like something like, I'm going to use this one, and I'll show you why. I like the colors in the background. I like that the mug is larger, so it's going to show up better. And this is exactly what it's going to look like. And as those things load up, we might as well just get started. If you have a video, which we have included in the free set that we put together, each one of the products has a video, and you can just drop it in right here. They're all set to 5 to 15 seconds, and they're silent. Let me show you what one of those videos looks like. Let's take a look at this one right here. It's very simple. We just want to have a video in there. It just converts better. Once again, it'll just loop on Etsy. It's not a big deal. Anyway, there you go. I'm the actor in that video. Heck of an actor, I'll tell you. Anyway, this is where you're going to drop in the video. Very simple. Title. Well, if we're not sure what we should be using for a title, let's use this one right here. And let's just make a couple changes to it. Okay, so it is going to be, the design here is snowflake removal. Okay. Okay, let me see. I think that I would throw in something like that. That's good enough for the title. Who made it? I did. What is it? It's a finished product. When did you make it? Made to order. Category. So let's just put in mug. Okay, we'll pick this one right here. Is it ceramic? Is it, that's metal. So far, so good. Choose a graphic. So this here would be politics. Cool. Capacity. Medford, what is the capacity on that? Is that 10 ounces?
I think it is on that mug. I'll double check it and confirm it. Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'll just tell them this isn't going to go live anyway. Okay. So, does it have a handle? Yes. Is it enamel? Yes. Is it insulated? No. Is it dishwasher safe? Yes. Microwave safe? It's metal. I guess so, no. Primary color? It's white. Secondary color isn't one. Holiday or occasion, don't need it. Renewal, you just leave it on automatic. The type is a physical product. So when it comes to the description, it's very, very simple. All we're going to do is copy our title, and we're going to come down here and we're going to put it in right here. And then you can throw in a couple of bullet points if you want. Pretty simple. That's it. We've got the title in there. We're good to go. Section. If you set up categories in your store, you can add a section here. It's just a way of organizing things. So I'll just put mugs in the outdoors. Now tags. We put tags in. We don't need a lot of them. We just need to be able to let Etsy know what this is all about. So Trump camping mug. Trump I'll go Trump 2020. This is really about all we need to do. You can put all 13 in, you can spend a whole bunch of time, but it's not necessary. Okay, price. Now, I'll tell you one thing that tends to work better is, instead of going $19.95, just put it in at $20. A round number looks less like a marketer made this and looks more like it's someone who's not a marketer. How many? Well, we sell as many of these as we want. Variations, we don't have any. That's just a white tin mug. Shipping. Let's go through this real quick. All enter fixed prices manually. Shipping from the United States. Processing time, 3 to 5 business days. The carrier, I guess priority. I wouldn't worry too much about this. Free shipping, no, fixed price. If they order one mug, what are we going to charge them? I don't know. I'll charge them $4.95, and each additional item, I'll just charge them $3.95. Everywhere else, international, it's not going to be free. Now, we charge a decent amount for the shipping here. And you can check in Locker Stock to see what it is. Each additional item. Boy, if they order 2 mugs, they're going to be paying a boatload of shipping. I'm going to change that. It gives them a break. Okay, and weight, optional. Just leave it. Here's the preview for the shipping. Total price is going to be $24.95. I think that's just fine. Yes, advertise this listing. This is all we need to do, and hit the publish button. I'm not going to hit that because the store doesn't sell any physical products. I should have put it in the other store, but it really doesn't matter because I'm not going to hit the button. But literally, that's all we have to do. Now, let's take a look at managing our ads. I'm going to click on marketing, and I'm going to go to Etsy ads. And here it's very, very simple. This is why we love Etsy. We don't even give it any thought. Manage your budget. The minimum is $1. The maximum is $1.25. I just leave it at $1.25. Keep an eye on it, but I just leave it at the max. And manage advertised listings. It's pretty simple. The ones that you want to advertise are right here. If you don't want to advertise this one, turn it off. If you want to advertise this one, you just turn it on. It's pretty simple. If you want to advertise this one, turn it on. We get lots of organic sales. You can see the ones that are getting us organic sales, why keep running the ads to them if they're doing just fine? Anyway, let's do this. So that's it. Managing the budget is simple. We put in $125. If it's $10 is your maximum that they allow, we just put it at $10. Because what are they actually going to spend? Well, once again, let's take a look at how much they're actually spending. Let's take a look at today. No, let's take a look at, well, we've got today and yesterday, so sure, let's take a look at today. We've spent $1.95 and it is 12:30 here, so it's already been running for, what is that, 15 and a half hours, and I've spent $1.95. The budget's at $125, but I spent $1.95. Once again, what did I spend yesterday? Still running it at $125. I spent $3.62. So I just leave it wide open. Other options, you can turn your ads off. Boy, you don't got a lot of options here. Either give them feedback or turn those ads off. Manage your budget. Not a lot of choices. It's in between $1 and $125. Manage your listings. Turn them on, turn them off. I just leave them on. And that is pretty much it. This could be one of my actors. It's not. It's my mother. Anyway, that is creating the listing. I'll take some questions right now, and then we'll jump over to Chris and Randy, and they'll show you how to create. I think that they're going to show you how to create a face mask listing in. Let me see. Do I have any of these just so you can see what they look like? We've got the mock-ups that we've put together, and I think that let me just see if I can find these. I don't know where they're stored, but anyway, you're going to see a mask created in Loggerstock. So you see how we do Etsy from start to finish. That's all it takes with Etsy, and that's why I say you can be making sales on the same day that you get your Etsy store running. We've seen it over and over again, and we're able to do that. You know, we just had an order. Somebody just ordered 3 mugs in one order, and it was for, let me see if I can go and find this, because this one was a good one. This one, where were we? Do we have, oh, let me just go back. Oh, right here. And it was Professions. Was it Professions? I can't remember. Actually, I think it was one of it was a birthday. This was it. It was this one right here. And once again, it's the exact same thing. Betty, you're the best 65-year-old. Trust me, nobody knows 65-year-olds like I do. Anyway, somebody ordered 3 of these. Maybe they were for triplets or something, and all 3 of them are turning 65, but they were all personalized. The beauty here is 3 mugs were ordered. How much work did I do? Nothing, because they just put the names in here, and it's just going to shoot straight through. If they put Billy Bob in here, it's going to shoot that order straight through to Loggerstock. I'm not going to have to touch it. And that's what I love about this business is there's very little to do once it's set up. Let me see. Okay, let me take a few questions and then we'll jump into the back end of Loggerstock. Let's see it. Dick says 7 so far today. I guess that's sales. Okay, let me see. What have we got? Why leave it at 125? I hope that answered the question. When running Etsy ads, how many? Top 10 or top? I just run everything. I just let everything go. I only turn them off because they're making more organic sales than ads. So just let it run. Don't even worry about that. Just leave all of your listings. By default, the ads are turned on. Like I was showing, when you set up a listing, by default, it says advertise. Good. That's what we're all about. What is your ad spend per sale? I think that we are running about, what do we average? Maybe 30 cents a conversion. Some of the things are a little bit more, but the store that I was just showing, I think that we're right around 30 cents per conversion. Okay, how did you personalize the listing? Oh, when you actually go to create a listing, let me actually just go right back in here because I think that we did miss that one. Okay, so if we go to add a listing, now all you have to do is come down here and did I pass that? Where are we? Physical. With this screen blown up, why am I not seeing that? Oh, buyers can request. Why am I not seeing? Oh, personalization. There we go. If you turn this on, and then you just put a message in here. What name? What name would you like on the mug? And this is what it looks like. And I enter their stuff right there. Personalization is optional. No, we need the first name on that. If it was optional, we could have that. But no, this one, we have to have a character limit. I wouldn't worry about it. It's the first name. So that's where we add it right there. Right under variations. Okay, let me see. I ordered one of the masks. Shipping was super quick. Mask was, oh, hang on. Before we get any farther, let me see. We run a little business, I think, out of our house here called Masks Are Us. Because we have so many masks in this house, it's not even funny. Here's what my good friend Medford Park has put together, also known as Randy Park. He has put together the different sizes. I don't know if that must be for like a little tiny kid. It's tiny. But then they go up, in order. Here's the next size mask. And then you've got your, let me see. You actually have the next size up, which is this one. And then you've got this one. If you wear this one, you've got a massive head. And I'll show you what they look like here. I'll try and put these in order so you can see. It goes like that. So there you can see the difference in sizes. If I turn that a little bit, there. So, what do they look like? What do they feel like? Well, Medford will probably agree with me that this is the most comfortable mask that you're ever going to get. And talk about easy to put on. Watch. Like this. Against your face. Over the ears. Whoops. Good to go. Follows the chin line. Comfortable, light. Excellent. You can wear that all day. I wouldn't wear it all day. I hate those things, but anyway, you could if you want to. Okay, let me see. What have we got? The 15-ounce insulated tumbler mock-ups in the mock-up mall. I'm not sure, Michael. We'll have to take a look. Which 15-ounce tumbler were you thinking? Let me see. How do I create a manual order in my warehouse products? That one, I'm not sure that they're going to address on this one because they're going to deal with Locker Stock and Etsy. Will there be a recording? Yes, it will be mailed out shortly. You add the personalization. Do they confirm before they purchase? No. Every once in a while, somebody makes a typo. They blame us. Well, we just take the blame, I guess. Not much we can do. We don't worry too much about it. How can you see which are organic sales? I don't know that you can. It just says, hey, 4 of your sales came from ads. What is Locker Stock? Locker Stock is where you create the products so that they get fulfilled very quickly by Printec. That is their organization, and that is their software is Locker Stock. You create your product in there, you sell it on Etsy, and then whenever there's a sale, it gets picked up by Locker Stock and it auto fulfills. You literally don't have to touch a thing. Do you have to set up your supplier in Etsy listing? They want you to. I don't. In my opinion, it's none of their business. Is personalization always a part of the product listing? Well, I'll tell you, two things sell. These two things will always make you money: Trump and personalization. And if you combine those two together, wow, be crazy. So Trump and personalization, and if I can take my pick, I'm always going to pick personalization in place of Trump, because the shelf life for Trump is going to be somewhat limited, because once the election is over, win or lose, I don't think too many people are going to be buying a lot of that stuff. I think the Trump market is going to be crazy strong until the middle of December. After that, I don't know that it will be as large of a market as it was when Trump came in at the very beginning, knowing that he would have 4 years and then possibly a second term. But once it's written in stone that he is won or lost, I don't think you'll get as many sales. It will still probably be good for 4 years, but I think the personalization will do much, much better. Let's see. Etsy ad is on click off site on an order, but can run. Oh, off-site ads? I don't worry about that. They charge you 15% if they 12 to 15% if they find you a sale by going through Google or Facebook ads or wherever they go. I don't get very many of those, but ultimately it doesn't matter. You're not paying for the clicks. You just pay for the sales. I'll pay 15% all day long if they can bring me sales. To personalize, do you have to do anything physically to the file that was pushed to Lockerstock? Well, they'll show you the back end. You know, that one, the whole personalization, I don't know how much we're going to be able to cover on that one. Okay, is this a fitted mask? That is the fitted mask or custom mask. I'll leave that one up to Randy when we get in there. How many layers are they? Oh, the masks are just one layer, but it is this ultra soft material. It doesn't wrinkle or crinkle. It is, and they're all white, and then they get sublimated to your colors. And like I said, they're very, very comfortable. We're selling these right now for $17, which includes the shipping. So there's money to be made in the masks, and that market's just getting stronger all the time. What is the suggested retail on the mask? I would just take a look and see what people are selling them for. Like I said, we're selling them for $13.95 and $3 for shipping, so $17. Is there a size chart for the masks? Yes. That should be in this new little members area that we set up in that free mock-up thing. You should have the size chart. I'm making a size video this evening. Let me see. Is Lockerstock free? Oh, yes, it is. 100% free. You don't have to pay a dime for that. Is it free to sign up with Etsy? Oh, yes, it is. That's the beauty of this call. Everything on this call is free. You don't have to part with a single penny. What other platforms does Lockerstock integrate with? Oh, Shopify, Etsy, WooCommerce. That's the three I know about. So you don't need a website. No, we don't need a website. Everything is here. You just get a little logo put on there and you're good to go. Let's see, I'm referring to the new engravable multicolor 15-ounce insulated tumblers Randy offers. A 15-ounce insulated tumbler. I'll have to get him to ask that because I don't know. Where do we download the mock-ups? We're going to get to that link here shortly. If you're paying for Lockerstock, they have it's free to use Lockerstock, but you actually have to go in there and tell Lockerstock. It won't communicate with Etsy. You just have to go in and basically tell it, hey, we've got an order and it's free. If you want it to be 100% automated, they're $10 a month for their paid version of Lockerstock. But I think they've got like a 15 or a 20-day free trial on that, but don't worry about that. You don't need it. If you wanted 100% automated, it's $10 a month, but I think they've got 15 or 20 days that are free. Oh, Amazon as well. That's right, David. I forgot. They also integrate with Amazon. So I don't have to pay the $9.99 to connect to Etsy. Well, to integrate so it's fully automated, yes. But if you don't want to pay for anything, you just manually, when you see an order that comes in from Etsy, you just go and manually place that order in LockerStock. You don't have to pay for anything. 14-day trial. No, I think they've upped it. I think that it's going to be longer than 14 days. I'll leave that one up to them, but I think it's longer than 14 days. Can you put the LockerStock link in the chat? Yes. I will get those cowboys to put that in here. Oh, there, Christopher Meats already did. And I'm going to put the link in. No, I'm going to wait until the end to give you the link to that membership area, or people vacate here and you'll miss how to do it in LockerStock. So I'm going to turn it over to my good friend Christopher Meats and Medford Park. And they're going to show you the back end and explain what is LockerStock, what does it look like, what does it do, how much does it cost. I thought everything on this call was free. It is free. Okay, so, let me see. I have a shop. It's handmade, hand-stamped jewelry. But I just started making glitter tumblers. Oh, those are hot. Do you think I should set up an additional shop? We split up our shops, but we've got one that's just general, everything. And then we've got some that are very, very focused. So just signed up today and it said 14 days. Well, then these guys are going to have some explaining to do, because there's no way that they're going to get away with just offering free 14 days. Ooh, anyone can do that. Anyway, let's see what they're going to do for you guys. And remember, the base is free anyway. Anyway, I'll turn it over to these two good-looking guys. Well, one of them's good-looking. You have to determine which guy that is.
Thanks for that, Ken.
Anyway, here we go. They're going to show you how to create a mask, what it looks like, everything you need to know. Take it away, my friends.
Yeah, I'll let Chris kind of walk you through that. And yeah, just to clarify, like you said, Ken, so, anybody can sign up for your Printech account, the LockerStock account. It's free. You can sign up for your Etsy account. If you want to do manual orders from Etsy and push it in there, you don't have to have the integration. We do have the integration that makes it, faster and easier, and that's $10 a month. And yes, today we set it up where if anybody's new wanting to sign up, for our Etsy integration, they can get 30 days free instead of the normal 14 days. So I think that kind of answers or clears up some of the questions that I saw coming back and forth. So Chris, if you would, maybe kind of start them with how you go set up your free Printech account. Go ahead, Chris.
Yep, perfect. So I dropped the link in the chat there to go set up. So if you hear us say Printech account or Printech dashboard, that's the same thing as what we say, your LockerStock account. So I dropped that link in there. You can just come down here, hit sign up. It's going to ask you a few questions, and that's going to get your account signed up and going. So coming in, if you go over here to your products, these are some products I already have created. Yours will just be blank. So you'll want to come in here to create new product. And then in this list, you'll have all of our products that are available to you, which are quite a few. What we're going to look at today is this fitted all over sublimation mask. So in this case, we don't have any additional colors to pick. So we're going to go to continue to sizes. So these are the 4 sizes that we have available. There is a size chart available for you guys in the description that you're free to download and use or upload as an image anywhere that you need to as well. Again, this is the same process no matter where you're planning on selling. It's just kind of getting the product created. So we're going to go into our product details now. For now, we'll just leave this the same for demo purposes here. Then we're going to jump into our mockup builder. And you'll see here at the top, it's going to give you what the dimensions are that are needed for that particular product. We're going to go ahead and upload an example image here that I have, just a little camouflage pattern.
And while that's loading, one thing to keep in mind, again, when you're creating your all over sublimated mask, you're going to create that with the background on it. So if it's let's just say it's a solid blue mask with Biden 2020, you're going to have to create that background with the image on it. And you'll pull that up and position your mask. Because what you're sending us is you're generating the mock-up to be able to show your customers, but you're also generating that art file that is going to come to us to be able to execute that printing of that mask.
Yeah, so since this is a sublimated product, like Randy's saying, you can essentially make the background be whatever color you want. So it's kind of unlimited possibilities there. You can do whatever is going to match your design the best or whatever you want to do there. In this case, just pattern design, so it doesn't matter too much where I position it. I'm just going to put that on there.
So this is an example. This is one that was sent to us, and it's, again, they created a great background and with just this vintage 1960.
So then once we're done with that, we're just going to hit save and finish. This is going to go ahead and generate our mock-up images and everything for us, kind of give us our product listing here in our PrintTech dashboard. Down here, you'll see that it has the SKUs available for each size. So we create a custom SKU for each product and size. And then depending on what we're doing with this product, this is where kind of the integration pieces come into play. So as was mentioned, we have everything you've seen up till now is completely free. And you can come over here and do manual orders. You just go into there, put in your SKU, find your product, you can place the manual order. But in this case, if you have an integration, whether it's with Etsy, Amazon, WooCommerce, or Shopify, you can push that product over there, which I'll show you that here in just a second. That's going to create your basic product listing. You'll be able to go in and make any edits that you want to, but it's going to create that listing automatically for you. When an order comes in, it's going to automatically import into our system, so you don't have to do that import. And then it's also going to, once the order ships out of here and it has a tracking number, it's going to upload that tracking number back into Etsy or whatever your selling platform is, so that it marks it as sold and sends the proper notifications to your customer and kind of handle that entire process for you.
You know what, Chris, would you have a minute to be able to show another product, like just say a t-shirt? Because again, on the sublimation mask, I mean, you need to know a little bit about either Photoshop or something in the artwork. You're creating one art file. Somebody asked if it's two files. No, it's one art file. The art file is essentially like a rectangle with the background and the image on top of it. Versus something like, say, a t-shirt, if you want to show that, Chris, or a mug, how to create that.
I will, yeah. Let me show you this real quick here.
Sure.
Since Ken just went through the, how to create a listing in Etsy. So this is essentially the similar product that I just did, but it's got a lot of the default information already filled out. So if you've got your title, it puts in, your basic photos. So there's still going to be some things you're going to want to come back in here and maybe finish, but it's going to set a category. It's going to fill in that about section that Ken went through and did. It's going to put in the description. So it's going to set up a lot of the basics here for you already ahead of time. If you've got a product that has multiple sizes and prices, all that's going to be, already set up, configured at your shipping rate. It's going to automatically put in our shipping prices that we're going to end up charging you. So all that's going to be pre-configured for you, and you can come in and make any adjustments or do anything that you need to with it.
So that's just one advantage if you wanted to stay and have the integration versus just grabbing the files and sending them to us and importing it into your account. But certainly you've got the option to do it either way.
So I'll jump in and do a quick t-shirt while I'm still sharing my screen. My computer is going to die here before too long. So we'll jump through a t-shirt example, and then we'll try to walk through some more questions if anybody has any. And I'll do one that has some personalization here too, I think. So again, so this is one where we're going to have multiple different colors. So I'll select a couple of dark colors. We're going to come in here. So this is, where you can set your pricing. So if you want to come in here and say, I want to make, at least 100% profit, it'll update the information here and kind of show you what that pricing is going to look like. So we come in here again, you can set your title. We give you a basic description. If you want to change that, you can do that here. In this case, we'll leave it the same. So here we're going to come in here. We're going to upload our artwork once again. And let me find my art file here. There we go. So here's one with some personalization. So we have two different options that you can do for personalization. One is just a text personalization that I'm going to show you here, but we also can do image personalization, and we're able to do that as well. Again, if you, real quick while I'm thinking about it, if there's ever anything like that, most of these features we do have tutorial videos on. So if you go over to YouTube and just do a search for PrintTech, you'll see all of our tutorials. So we're going to have in here pretty much everything. We're going to have the text personalization. We're going to have the image personalization, how to integrate with Etsy, Amazon WooCommerce. So there's a lot of information here. I'd encourage you to go through and check out any of those if you have a question as well, aside from obviously reaching out to customer support anytime. So back to this, I'll go in and add a personalization field. So in this case, I'm just going to do your name here. If I can spell. The font, you can select whatever font you want. You can select a font color.
I'd go white.
I'll do that white. We'll hit update. That's going to drop in my personalization field here at the top. I actually want this down here. And then I can resize this field. So as you guys can see, kind of even as I resize this field, how the actual font size changes. So the way this works is you resize this box to fit your design, how you want it to fit. And then if your customer comes in and types in a real small name versus a really long name, it'll adjust the size of that text to be able to fit within that box. So if I came in here and typed in my full entire Christopher Kendall Meats, it's going to end up being a lot smaller font because it's kind of constrained to that box area. So we handle that resizing for you automatically. So then here I'm just going to hit save and finish. And on this one, since I selected a couple of different colors, here it's going to go through and generate the mock-ups for that base color that I was mocking up, but then it also generated the additional deep purple one that I selected here. And again, if I needed to come into this and I could edit this design if I needed it to be a different color for purple or anything like that. So you're able to do that as well. And then from here, it works like anything else. You can push it over to any of the platforms. So I can create this product once. If I'm selling on Shopify, Etsy, and Amazon, maybe I'm selling on all three. We know a lot of people are. You can push that over and be able to do that from just one product listing there as well. So.
Well, those are great examples, Chris, to be able to just, hopefully you guys can kind of see the difference between a normal graphic that goes on a t-shirt or a mug or something like that, compared that to a sublimation type print. So I know the sublimations are a little more difficult, especially if somebody didn't have much art experience, but again, our system can handle both, and happy to walk you through any questions. If you have, reach out to our Fresh Desk, and somebody here can help you as well.
Yeah, there is, before I forget up here, need help, click here. That'll take you right into our support desk software. So if you have any questions, always feel free to reach into that and reach out to us, and we'll do what we can to give you a hand.
Somebody's asking if we have a catalog. Well, when you go and you sign up for your account, you'll get all all of our products right here. Click on products, and then all the pricing and everything's there as well. So that's our catalog. You can go sign up, and like I said, that's free, and get an idea of what we have and what the prices are.
Hey, Medford, I'll show them this. Okay, everybody, check this one out. How cool is this? This is the I think it's about 15 and a half by 11 and a half, 15 by 11.
Yeah, something like that.
Sublimation. It's a glass cutting board, and it is magnificent.
You know, what's great about that one, Ken, like you said, you can also, with our personalization, you can upload your own image, allow your customers to do that. So you can do personalized images along with a personalized message on your graphic.
These are awesome. Yeah, we actually just did some mock-ups. We did some photography, and Randy just printed the brand new 15 and the 11-inch or 12-inch, and we actually have them personalized on all three of them. How did they end up looking there, Randy?
They turn out really nice, and yeah, you'll be happy, Ken. You ought to get those, I think, by tomorrow. Somebody's asking in Etsy, do you have to add the personalization, the artwork after the customer purchased the item? No, I mean, you know, especially with the integration, that comes right to us. You can also set up in our system, if you want to review what that personalization is from your customer before it comes automatic to us, you can set that as, you can put a hold on that until you, the seller, reviews it, or you just let it go through without looking at it. So you've got a couple options. There was another question in there about, does your customer automatically get a tracking number from your PrintTech account, from your LockerStock account? You can have that selected and it will do that, but typically your Etsy store will reply to them also. So you have the ability to have it sent from us or your Etsy store, whatever you'd like. It's probably best practice to have it only sent from one, not from two, so your customer's not confused.
Let me see. The masks sometimes have 2 lines of text with the name included. So what if that gets personalized? Any part that has the name in there would be personalized. Just like you saw on my mug, if it said, Bob, you're the best dad ever, and somebody enters their name, Jeff, it's going to put that name on the mug. So whatever they type in, PrintTech is going to pick it up and add it to the mug and then ship it out, or whatever the product is.
And
That's
you
what's cool.
Have multiple areas of personalization. It might be Jeff is the best dad in Missouri, or whatever state you want to allow personalized. So there's lots of things that you can do within your graphics to make that personalization more powerful.
Yeah, and just so that everybody knows, when you go into the free members area, Matthew will have set up a support, the support desk, the access to it. We're also going to do some calls. So if you are new to this or you're not sure how it works, we're going to do some calls to actually help you through it. There's nothing in this for us. We're not making any money off of this, but we're more than willing to help people who are just getting started or who need the help with personalization. And we definitely have the recordings made, and we'll do some live calls to help everybody out, because it's our goal to see that everybody who jumps in and wants to make some money during the Christmas selling season, we want to make sure that we're there to help you out. We will make sure that nobody gets left behind. So don't worry about thinking it's maybe too much or it's too difficult. We can always round up Chris and Randy to get on a call with us, and we can help you out. So don't be afraid about, where do I start? I'm lost. What do I do now? We'll take care of that.
Well, we'll have plenty more of these instructional webinars and things like that too, Ken. Good question here from Europe, wanting to know where the location is. We only have one location. It's right in the middle of the country. It's in Hannibal, Missouri. So, you'll have that as your return address, and if people want to know where the items are coming from. And also, to one point, especially for people selling masks, every bit of it's made in the U.S. So we are buying the material made in the U.S., cutting the material, and decorating it all here in Hannibal.
Is somebody talking about night lights?
Yeah, we can cover that some other time. I'd like to stay focused on the integration and the Etsy and those things at this point.
Yeah, I was actually just looking at those. I've got them sitting right in the box under my desk. They're fantastic, but that's for another time. But they're fantastic.
Yep.
Let's see. We've had several calls with Medford Park, and he's very quick to respond. And we will make sure that in between myself and Matthew and Chris and Randy, that we can sort of split things up, and maybe we can each host a call focused on something different, so that we can help everybody out with all the different areas and get you exactly what you need.
And we need to, and you know, Ken, we're also, you and I have been talking, you know, every day. And like, you know, we're going to be adding new products weekly, especially between now and fourth quarter, so that, you know, we've got a lot of different items out there, and especially on Etsy, being able to have some unique stuff that, you know, not everybody on Etsy is selling. That's going to help us all. And we want to be able to show that off here coming up.
Excellent. And let me see, just to be sure I heard you clearly, you said that all of your products are made in the U.S. I don't know that I said all of our products are made in the U.S., but those masks are proudly made in the U.S. of A.
That is correct. And I mean, again, we decorate everything. We do get most apparel items they're all mill brand, Gildan, Fruit of the Loom, whatever. Most of those are they're made in Central America. A lot of coffee mugs, a lot of other products are made in China, and they come through a distributor to us. But all the decoration's done here. So
no, not just the decoration. You guys are actually making that mask. You run it through the laser, and you actually cut that mask to shape and size, and then you decorate it. But the mask itself is made in America.
no, absolutely, on the mask. And again, we start with a blank material like this, and then again the sublimated.
Yes, and very comfortable. Where can I find out how to make a full wrap mug design? Well, whatever you submit for your design, I think it just gets printed on both sides. What if they wanted to do, like, what's a dimension if they want to do a full wrap on that mug, so it's a different design on one side than the other?
Or a pattern around it. Yeah, that can be done. I think that's something that'd be best to just put in a question on our help desk, and we can give you the specs on that and walk you through it. But yeah, the way our mugs are set up, we're doing, if typically we do back and front, the same graphic on both sides, and that's just standard for all the white coffee mugs. On the laser engraved mugs, it's typically one side.
Yes, and they are beautiful products. Beautiful. Let me see. Where's the size chart? I don't see it. If it's not in the members area, I will make sure that
the size chart on the mask are in the description when you build that mask.
So, I see.
Yep.
And if you just click on products over there on the left-hand side too, you can see the product description with the link to the descriptor, the size chart in there as well.
Dave Mahoney, thanks for the nice compliment. Appreciate that.
Okay, let's see what else we have going here. Oh yeah, Printek is the best print-on-demand company in the United States of America. I totally agree. You want to compare Printek with anybody else, you go right ahead. And the only thing that matters right now is shipping time. And I'll tell you that Printek is the fastest in the business.
We've really made a lot of strides here, especially the last couple of months, and we're proud of that right now. We appreciate everybody that stayed with us as well.
Excellent. What's a breakage rate on those glass cutting boards? And are they made out of a safety glass? Like, what if people actually cut on this thing?
No, it is a safety glass, and you can cut on them. I mean, we use that. I don't have enough experience on the shipping to know. I know that both the post office, FedEx, and UPS do everything they can to throw things as hard and as far as they can. It seems like that shows up on mugs quite a bit, but no, it's again, if we fix it.
Yeah, there you go.
And no, one locker stock does not does not work for multiple stores. The reason it's set up that way is that by design, for several reasons, a lot of people, you want the name of your store is on your packing list. So that's why your account is set up that way. So when your customer gets that package from your store, they don't even know we exist. It's coming from your store at 401 South Maple, and your phone number. Most of the time, our customers want their phone number or contact email, the relationships between you and your customers, and that's why it's set up that way.
Brenda says, I'm preparing to upload a lot of mask designs into a new Etsy store. I'll be glad to add made in the US to the store.
I would.
There you go. Nothing like made in the US of America.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see. Christopher Meats, can you pop that link in again to the free locker stock account?
Yeah, we'll drop that in there.
Let me see. People need to take advantage of the Printec packing slip where they can add their logo and other offers. Yes, that is a big deal. This is especially on Etsy. It's really nice to have everything personalized that you can possibly personalize.
Yeah, and you don't know it. What you're able to do inside your account is you can go in and you can, like Kim was saying, personalize that packing list. So the packing list is going to reflect your store, who it's going to, contact information you want to share. But at the bottom of the packing list, we allow for you to drop a message in there. It can be a PNG, thank you for the order, your logo, take 10% off your next item. Lots of things you can do with that. And some of our more successful marketers are using that quite a bit. It doesn't cost any more to do that. If you have any questions about it, certainly reach out and we can help you and show you more ways to use it.
And let me see, one question that we've had is, the cost per conversion. I've now sold 10 products for $2.14. So that would tell me that it's, I was guessing earlier, somewhere 20 to 30 cents. It's actually today running 21.4 cents per conversion. So that can vary up and down depending on the product that you're selling. Let's see. Oh, you got that one covered. And yes, Michael, we're all with you in hoping that Trump wins in 2020, Michael. Of course, Michael. I don't know, to tell you the truth, I don't think that Joe Biden's all that bad. I mean, the extreme righties, they'll tell you how awful he is or what. He's not that bad. He's just an older dude. He's a little bit slower, but I think he's an all right person. That's my take on it. I'm not American. What do I know? He's sane, at least. It could be argued. It could be argued. I don't know. Oh, this is a beauty of politics. You see, this is why people buy so many mugs and hats right now, riding with Biden. Bernie's the man, all of that crap, and Trump this and Trump that. Man, I can just mention a few things on there like, oh, that Biden, he's an idiot. Oh, boy. Or Trump, he's awesome. And this group will just blow up just like it's almost like when Portland, except, it's just all text. People, he's a criminal, lynch him. The beauty here is it's all about passion. There isn't a right or a wrong. You can support whoever you want. That's the beauty of America. But people buy because of passion. And nothing drives more passion right now than politics. Second only to that is personalization. Oh my goodness. Man, let me see if I can find this one mug. I've got to show you this one mug. We literally could not keep up with the sales on this. So you take a look for questions there, Medford, and I'm going to see if I can find this listing here, or this image here.
Well, Lynn's asking, Ken, could you ask Randy and Chris to give a testimony of what they think of the latest mask? I guess we're talking about the ones that you were showing off, or the one I'm showing here. This is our latest version, and it's the fitted mask. So we've got 4 different sizes. You know, Ken, you and I have been going back and forth with the design until we got it really comfortable and able to communicate what that size and fit is better. We started out with more of a one-size-fits-all mask, and we've done tens of thousands of those. But this new style is much more comfortable to wear, and we haven't really had any sizing issues or people are that confused about it. You know,
They're awesome.
Yeah, there's a little stretch to it, and they can, you know, if they get it a little too tight, it still works, and if it's a little too baggy, it still works. So
no, you know, I can show you. You know, we joke around my place because my kids, you know, family and friends, if anyone needed a mask, they know they just come here because we've got every kind of mask you could imagine. It's masks are us, is in our house. And Randy's mask fits perfectly, and it is the most comfortable by far. And Randy paid me to say that, just so you know. Earlier, he sent me some money to actually really push the comfort of the mask. That's the disclaimer. No, he didn't pay me anything, but they're awesome if you like masks. Okay, now I got to share my screen because this one we couldn't keep up with. And, you know, I really like my buddy Michael. I like Michael, and, you know, anything I can do to sort of poke the finger in his side or whatever, I like it, okay? Now I'm going to share this. 2 thumbs up for Randy and his team, not so much for you. Okay, got it. No, I just made that one up. Okay, let's take a look. This was our bestseller. We just could not keep up with the sales on this one because it took some manual fulfillment. But man, I'm telling you, we found this image right here, and you see the mug that we were seeing, you know, previous to this one was, you know, the little cartoon of Trump, and then Trump, there's a saying, "You're the best dad ever. Nobody knows dads like I do." Well, then we came up with this idea with Trump at the podium and the hand on the shoulder and acknowledging good old buddy Jeff here. Well, let me just go to this. We took this one and then we sent this out to somebody on Fiverr. And the person on Fiverr, we had them redraw this as a cartoon. And then what we had them do was just remove the head. So it was just the body of Jeff here. And this is what it ended up looking like. Turn your photo into a cartoon with Trump. And it showed a little Polaroid picture here. And then it's the cartoon variation of him at the podium with the hand on the shoulder. But all we would do is we would pay the $3. And when somebody would upload the image, our person on Fiverr would charge us $3, and we just send them over 10 or 15 or 20. And they would just send back the head on this body, because we had this made as a template. So they just keep dropping the head on there. And then all we did was just added the name. Now they were spending, I think with shipping, sometimes I think it was like $35 for this mug, and we couldn't keep up. Anyway, this was the crazy seller right here. I know everyone wanted to know that one, but that is it right there. I mean, people just went nuts, and especially the ones in the UK. This is the one that they all wanted. Anyway, there you go. That'll show you that. Oh, man, I love that one too. But that one is different. Anyway, there we go. Let's see if we've got any other questions. Let me see. Yeah, those masks. Let me just do this. Let me go back to my video. Just shooting all new videos and stuff for the masks, but you can see how many masks I have here to do photos and videos for. They come in 4 sizes, and we did them all in the school colors. Because the one thing with the masks, let me actually just go back and share my screen here. And I'll just show you this for a second, because we do a lot of these. Let me see if I can go and find this one here. Yeah, this one right here. You guys can see that one. This is what the flat lays look like the mock-ups. And then we put in Die Hard Florida Girl. So we're using Florida colors. And this sells really, really well. This is like one of our all-time best sellers is Die Hard Florida Girl. And we just changed the color and the name on there. And, you know, we're not infringing on anything, and it sells really, really well. Man, we had this very design, actually it was Die Hard Florida Fan. We did just as well with the girl, but Die Hard Florida Fan, Die Hard Alabama Fan, we were doing, I think it was about $22,000 a day in sales using that design for e-commerce. Here's what we have in the free members area, and things like this, like America Strong, Home is America, you know, Standing with America, or whatever. These are very, very popular. Anyway, some mask ideas. This kind of thing sells really well. And let's see. Yeah, and then we've got like designs, you know, something like that is going to do really, really well. Florida Strong. Okay, let's see what we've got here. If you set your ad cost at $125 a day and optimize your keywords, wouldn't Etsy just spend the entire $125? I don't know. I tried to show that to everyone, and maybe it's not crystal clear, but I can show you. If we go to marketing and you go to Etsy ads, you can see that I'm running $125 a day. And you can see that I spent $2 today. How much did I spend yesterday? I spent $3.62. So yeah, ours are very nicely optimized. This is how much we spend. I can't give you any other answer, but will they spend the whole 125? I don't know. They certainly haven't. They spent $3.62. So no, they didn't spend 125. They spent $3. Okay, let me see. The link to the free members area. Let me make sure that I get that for you. Oh, and Michael, I was just thinking about it. Look here, my friend. They are here in the free members area. You've got these, the 15-ounce coffee tumblers. And here is the link. Yeah, they're in here and they're free. And they're really nice looking shots. Well, I don't know if they're really nice looking. I mean, they look good. We use real models, Renata and Chris Bennett. The one that we're shooting with tonight, she is a, what's that, Maxim? Is that what it's called, that magazine? Anyway, she is, well, these people are models as well, but that one's definitely a much higher end model, or sought after model, I guess. Okay, let's see. Everybody's got that link. That's good. Any questions for Christopher, for Randy, or for myself? Oh, this is a really good package. Cheyenne, she's not a model. But
you know, one thing we didn't talk about, Ken, but something people could think about, especially new to Etsy. Etsy's a great place that you can go and you can really develop kind of some bulk business. You could, let's just say your local school wants to do masks. You can set up a mask on your Etsy store point everybody to that. We can work with you on some bulk pricing as well. But we've had several of our customers do well with that, where they're going to a group, a business, a school, getting orders for hundreds of masks, and we can work with you on that as well. So just something else to think about when it comes to masks right now.
Yeah, it's a hot market. And Ernie says, are these the same as in the paid members area? Well, in the paid members area, you've got about 10,000 times more items in there, but you should certainly have those same items. Yes, Ernie, I'm going to say that, and 10,000 more items are in the paid area. So yes, you got them. Okay, once again, Matthew is awesome. Okay, I'll pass that on. Any other questions for Chris or Randy? I'm in the UK. Can I just send traffic in the US? No, they just advertise wherever they advertise. And if you don't want to ship it outside, you just make sure that it's you only put the shipping in for the United States and not for anywhere else. And then I don't think Etsy will show it to any other countries. It's very hard to download designs on the glass cutting boards. There is no border. All you see is white. So it's difficult to adjust your design. I could get Matthew to make a video on that one. Let me make a note. We'll try and get that taken care of for you.
Jen's asked a couple times of VAT tax on Europe, but most of these items really fall below that minimum level, don't they, Ken?
Yeah, but Etsy charges all the taxes anyway. They just remit back to you your profit. They take the tax, they remit the tax. Etsy is a no-brainer. It is where everybody needs to be. You don't have any tax issues to worry about, nothing.
I think David's asking if the locker stock has the auto push, probably with the integration. I think that's what you're referring to, Dave, with the mask, and they're in there. Yeah, all the products work the same.
Are the masks made out of neoprene?
No.
Oh, Kathy Mack, no.
It's 100%.
But is this not like bra material? I don't know.
It is.
Feels like it.
Yeah, there you go, Ken. No, it is. It's from our supplier. It's the liner of bras, and so it's 100% polyester. The sublimation works very well on it.
Man, I'm telling you, Randy, I was looking at, man, I don't know what you did, but let me tell you, I hate to say this, but, on some of these that I got, the sublimation wasn't fantastic on the first batch where you just crank these things out to get them to me. I'm sort of giving you a bit of an excuse, but do you see the burn mark there?
Yeah, it's out. Yep.
But man, I am telling you, I went through these masks because I was worried about that. You did the best sublimation job I've like. Look at how even these are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you got them like that perfect, but man, every color here is absolutely amazing compared to a lot of the colors. See, even the on the old ones, the initial ones that you just blast, see the red, see the gassing, the burn?
That might have been because we literally went from when we printed it out to the mask instead of allowing it to dry a day.
I think.
Yep.
But man, I'm telling you, you nailed it. Your sublimation here is as good as any I have ever seen.
Well, thanks. What David's asking is the automatic push on your free pack. That's just coming from you. That's nothing in the locker stock.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe Matt can set those up to auto push. I'll talk to Matthew about that.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, are these things washable? Absolutely.
No, they are. Yeah. I have to wear it when I go in the hospital, and I'm doing a cardiac rehab, and I have to work out for an hour. I'm just wringing wet with sweat. I just take that mask, put it underneath the sink, rinse it out, and it's it's good. It doesn't really hold the, sweat or
Yeah. Oh my goodness. The material, I wish I could show you like the Bella canvas. I mean, that they are just absolutely hilarious. They're like the cheapest little t-shirt cut out for those Bella canvas masks, and they curl like it is almost embarrassing for that company the way those things curl. But these masks, I mean, they have no curl on the edges. Like, they are exceptional. When somebody gets this, they'll know that they've got a real mask here. Comfortable, does not curl, and it's just very well made.
Well, the thing that's setting us apart, and on Etsy, is being able to make the graphics, all the different graphics that we're seeing coming through here. There's a lot of clever stuff, and then of course the personalization on it. Otherwise you just go out and buy a plain white cotton mask and wear it all you want. But that's what's keeping us in business right now.
Is it possible to get sample sizes?
Yeah, I mean, you can go in and manually you can place an order, and you can do that pretty easy. There's another question. I'm a bit confused on how to design on the mask. If I want a black one with a color design on it, how do I make that? So you'd go in, and your background color would be black, and your design sits right on top of that. That PNG is going to come right to us, and it's going to look just like what you created.
And look, here's what we'll do. So that we cover the masks in detail, I'll get Matthew to start working on some of those videos and put them into the free members area so that we cover everything related to a mask in detail.
Mm-hmm.
We will also do an actual live call to help you guys out, and we'll just talk about the masks after you've watched the videos to try and fill in the gaps. That is what we will do. Should we use RGB or CMYK for the masks? All right.
And then really, I'm too stupid on that part. But yeah, send a note in on that, and we can get that posted.
Yeah, let me see.
Shopping.
Will you have masks models for showing children masks? I think 2 years old and above are required. 2-year-olds are required to wear a mask? Oh man, you guys have lost your marbles.
No, I know that the small
two-year-old,
the small mask fits my 5-year-old grandson.
What makes a 2-year-old wear a mask? That's mean.
Yeah.
Kids in kindergarten wearing. Let's see, are required to wear masks even a couple weeks in school if you could get some good shots of kids. Okay, so Randy, these sizes that you gave, I'm assuming that this one is like a kid's or a youth that's little. Your smallest size, what was that?
Yeah, the smallest size, that fits my 5-year-old well.
Okay, so I'll have to, actually, if they're wearing a mask, I won't have a problem getting young models as long as they're wearing a mask, because I just have refused to have little kids act as models online, but I think we can work something out here. I recommend adding a color palette like shirts for background colors on masks. Yeah. My son used to think my making him wear pants was insane too. It is. It is. Oh yeah. You make your kid wear pants? That's crazy.
Well, you don't have them in Walmart.
Yeah, there you go.
I dropped in there. Somebody was asking about volume pricing. I dropped that in there as well. So yeah, if anybody stumbles across some opportunity with schools or groups, it's probably best to send me an email, and we can work through that on being able to set that order up properly and make sure, because the shipping is going to be affected too. I mean, we can make that much more efficient.
And here's some really nice feedback from one of the people on this call. You do not answer questions and I need to go. Okay. I guess you've got to go. I thought we were answering questions, but you got to go. I understand.
Yeah. We have skipped over a few questions here that were really not exactly on point on what we're trying to go through on the Etsy and things. So I apologize for that. But we can pick up those maybe on the next time.
Excellent. Yeah. And like I said, we're going to follow up with this because we really want to make sure that everybody does well. This is all volunteer on the part of myself and Matthew, just to try and help people out. Randy and Chris are doing, everything that they can. So we are just here to help. So if you don't think that we're answering the questions, then I guess we're just doing the best we can. That's what you get for free. You get a bunch of clowns, I guess.
Well, Ken, I appreciate it.
Yes, and there's more questions. We could go on. I mean, it's already been a while, so we'll take care of things with some follow-up calls. We'll make sure I've got the list of things we need to add in the members area. You've got the link, and there we go. Anyway, Randy, Chris, if he's around there, thanks for being on the call. And let's smash this thing.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, Ken. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Take care, everyone.
Uh-huh.